biker. That's our direction, going north. The other one is going east. Okay. Good morning mga kamatatag and welcome again sa ating video. And kung kayo ay bago lang nakapanood ng ating mga video, huwag niyong kalilimutan ay mag-subscribe, i-like, i-share, at i-click na din yung notification bell para maging updated kayo sa mga math videos na ating i-upload. Okay, so subscribe na. Right, sa video ito, ang pag-aaralan natin is solving problems involving quadratic equations. So this is an application of the quadratic equations na pinag-aralan natin sa ating mga previous video. So we're going to start. Example number 1, the length of a rectangle is 3 more than twice the width. So we're going to determine the dimensions that will give a total area of 27 square meter. So first, we need to draw a picture to visualize the problem. Since the length is 3 more than twice the width, we will have L, or length, is 2W, or 2 times width plus 3. So here is the figure, and that is our length, and this is our width. And we're going to find the value of W, find out the dimension of the rectangle in order for us to find the dimension that will give us a total area of 27 square meter. And for our solution, the area of rectangle is given as area is equal to length times width, and we have area, our length is 2W plus 3 times our width, which is W, and A is equal to, so we are going to multiply W to each term. So W times 2W, I have 2W square, and W times 3, I have 3W. So I have now 27 is equal to 2W square plus 3W. Saan galing yung 27? Ito yung given na total area. Okay? So I'm going to write that into standard form. So I have 2W square plus 3W minus 27, and this is in the standard form of the quadratic equation. That's ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So mapapansin nyo, medyo baliktad, pero same lang naman yan sila. And this time I'm going to solve for W for our quadratic equation using factoring, since the quadratic equation is factorable. How did I know that? So using the determinants, and na-discuss natin yan in my mga previous video natin. Okay? So the factor now of 2W squared plus 3W minus 27 equals 0 is 2W plus 9 times W minus 3. So this is the factor of this quadratic equation. We have 2W plus 9 equals 0, and 2W equals negative 9. We transpose positive 9 to the right side. Then we divide it by 2. So W is equal to negative 9 over 2. And the other factor I have is negative, or W minus 3 equals 0. Transpose the negative 3 to the right side. They have W equals 3. And since there is no negative width, we choose positive 3, or W equals 3, and find the value of L. Bakit hindi negative 9 over 2? Kasi nga walang width na negative, or walang measurement na negative. Okay? So we choose positive 3, and we will substitute that to find the value of L here. So I have L equals 2W plus 3. So our W is 3. That's L equals 2 times 3, which is the value of the W plus 3. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus 3 is equal to 9. And therefore, the dimension that give the rectangle an area of 27 square meter are 9 meter by 3 meter. Okay? And that's our example number 1. Alright, para sa ating example number 2, two numbers differ by 9. Sum of their squares is 653. What are those numbers? Again, two numbers differ by 9, so their difference is 9, and the sum of their squares is 653. What are those numbers? Our solution, so we're going to let x be the smaller number, so our larger number is x plus 9. Okay, that's our two numbers, and we're going to find the value of x. We have here x squared as the square of the bigger number equals 653, the smaller number and the larger number. So the total or the sum of their squares is 653. We have here x squared plus the square of the binomial x plus 9. So I have x squared, and then the middle term I have 2 times x times 9, that's 18x, and plus 81, that's 9 squared, or 9 times 9, I have 81, equals 200 or 653. Combining like terms, I have 2x squared because I have x squared plus x squared here. So that will give us the sum of 2x squared plus 18x plus 81 minus 653 equals 0. We transpose the constant term to the left side. I have 2x squared plus 18x minus 572. That's 81 minus 653 equals 0. Then I have 2 times x squared plus 9x minus 286. Lahat kasi ng term na to is factorable or merong common factor na 2. So, finactor out natin yung 2. Ang naiwan is x squared plus 9x minus 286 equals 0. So, with that, we're going to solve that by factoring since our equation is factorable. And the factors are x plus 22 and x minus 13 equals 0. And solving for the value of x, we're going to equate those factors in 0. So I have x plus 22 equals 0 and x minus 13 equals 0. We have here x equals negative 22 and the other one is x equals 13. If x is equal to negative 22, then x plus 9 here from the larger number, solving the value of x, which is negative 22, then x plus 9 equals negative 22, the value of x, plus 9 equals negative 13. If x is positive 13, then x plus 9 or 13 plus 9 equals 22. So the numbers are negative 22 and negative 13, or the positive 13 and positive 22. And the sum of their squares is 653. So it's either negative 22 or negative 13 or 13 and 22 positive. Another example. A rectangle is 30 cm long and 20 cm wide. A rectangular strip added to one side and another of the same width to the other side result in the doubling of the area. Doubling of the area. Find the width of the strip. So, rectangle, ang area pa rin natin is length times width. Okay? So, here is our figure. Ito yung inad, yung blue. Both sides is the length, the width and the length of our rectangle. Our solution. So, let W is equal to width of the strip. This one, the blue side. and 30 plus W, so 30 plus the width of the strip on the side times 20 times plus the W, yung length pa ng another side, because sabi ko kanina, the formula to find the area is length times width. So we have double the area. So area of the original triangle is 30 times 20, and doubling that, we're going to multiply that by 2. Okay, so we have 600 equals or plus 50W plus W squared. Multiply these two binomials. So you can multiply that using quad method or any other method just to find this one. Is equal to 2 times 30 times 20, we have 1,200. So we have W squared plus 50W minus 600. Bakit 600 na lang? Nilipat natin yung 1,200 or 1,200 on the left side. That 600 minus 1,200 will become negative 600 equals 0. So our equation now is in standard form, and we're going to solve that by factoring. The factors are W plus 60 and W minus 10 equals 0. Solving those two factors, I have W plus 60 equals 0, so W is equal to 0 minus 60 will give us negative 60. And the other one, this W minus 10 equals 0, so will give us W equals 10. So since the width cannot be negative, our W is 10. So therefore, the width of the rectangle strips is 10 centimeter. Okay? Another example. Two bikers started at the same corner, one going east and the other going north. One biker was traveling at 3 km per hour faster than the other. After 1 hour, the two bikers were 15 km apart. So we're going to find the rate of each biker. So let x the rate of the slower biker. So we have x plus 3 kasi mas mabilis daw ng 3 km per hour. Yung isa doon sa mas bagal na biker. So our direction going north. The other one is going east. Okay. So for our solution, so we're going to apply the Pythagorean theorem here in this problem. So this is hypotenuse and these are our legs, and we're going to find the value of this one. So applying the Pythagorean theorem as ax squared plus a square plus b square equals c square. So yun yung ating Pythagorean theorem, and we're going to apply that here. So we have x squared plus x plus 3 square equals 15 square. So x square plus x plus 3 square equals 15, because the Pythagorean theorem again is the sum of the squares of these two sides is equal to the square of the longest side. Okay, so that's why we squared these sides and this one. Okay, so we have x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 225. Saan galing to? Yung square ng x plus 3. Etong x squared plus 6x plus 9. Okay? Again, combining like terms will give us 2x squared, that's plus 6x minus 216 equals 0. That will give us, so these terms, meron silang common factor which is 2. So we factored out 2. That's 2 times x squared plus 3x minus 108 equals 0. And we're going to solve that by factoring. So we have x plus 12 and x minus 9 equals 0. So x plus 12 equals 0, x minus 9 equals 0, x equals negative 12, and x equals positive 9. Since x cannot be negative, the rate of the slower biker is 9 km and the rate of the faster biker is 9 plus 3 km or 12 km per hour. Okay? So x is 9, so this is 12 km per hour. Okay? So again, kapag ka distance or length or width, ang kukunin natin is just the positive. Okay? So that's the end of this video, solving problems involving quadratic equations. Again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get updated of our math videos. Happy learning!